Hey digital identity friends, I'm Lance from RootsID talking self-sovereign identity. RootsID is an open source development group that builds software for grassroots identity efforts that matter. We engage with SSI communities like Trust Over IP, Decentralized Identity Foundation, Carry, and Hyperledger, all with the mission of bringing SSI to the mainstream. Thank you to our sponsors at Catalyst and Atala Prism. The Internet Identity Workshop is the premier semi-annual meetup for SSI tech in the Americas and meets at the Computer History Museum in Mountain View, California. RootsID attended the April and sold-out November conferences in 2022. Early registration is now open for the April 2023 meeting. The November 2022 IIW was sold out and brought together some of the strongest minds in SSI for a week of discussion, collaboration, debate, presentation, and demonstration. For RootsID, we got the chance to meet many of the leaders that have shaped the open standards that we build software for, and we were exposed to new identity communities like OpenID Connect that we haven't worked with before. IIW is an unconference, so the schedule is created each morning, and there are multiple sessions occurring at the same time. This forces attendees and presenters to be selective about which sessions to attend and when to present. With 3 RootsID developers in attendance, we made it our mission to spread to as many of them as we could. One of the earliest sessions that we made sure to attend was Stephen Kern's presentation on the new Hyperledger and non-cred spec and Rust reference implementation. This is one of the most important efforts in Hyperledger Aries as they separate the Aries software and specs from dependency on the legacy Indie Ledger work. This movement benefits the wider SSI community and is affectionately called Independence. A non-creds is an important verifiable credential format with strong privacy-preserving features, and RootsID is developing support for a non-creds on Cardano. RootsID also made sure to attend sessions related to the Glyph and Carry ecosystems. Presenters from Provenant, Glyph, and Carry explained how SSI governance and software is changing the banking and telecom markets. Dr. Sam Smith and Daniel Hardman from Provenant explained how they are building a web of trust and demonstrated SSI in the context of corporate hierarchical identity and governance using Carry. It included the impressive features of managing multi-sig and delegated authority. RootsID participated in the Jobs for the Future Phase 2 challenge as well as the IIW demo session showing DIDCOM v2 messaging and protocols between multiple mobile devices using Roots Wallet and our mediation service. Veramo's Nick Reynolds hosted a session that brought together a wider range of developers from the SSI community where we compared the attributes of different DID methods. There was significant discussion around the simplicity, programmability, and maintainability of a particular DID method and spawned a future session to try DIDCOM between several prototype implementations. Sam Kern from Indicio, Diff, and Aries communities held a presentation for standardizing the file format for Identity Wallet backup and restore. This led to discussion about what all Identity Wallets could support in terms of compression and cryptography, while also discussing how to extend it for special cases per wallet vendor. Czech's Ankur Banerjee discussed ELO scores, Nero rating, domain reputation, and more while considering how DID reputation can be calculated and ranked. This included discussions about pitfalls for real-time changes and effects that a network of DIDs can have on one another. Early registration is now open for IIW in April 2023. RootsID is looking forward to presenting some of our latest work, including a new effort called Dual ID that will use SSI technologies to help improve maternal mortality disparities in Baltimore and beyond.